What's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Sam. If you've never been here before, sorry, I just got distracted by a plane. I'm Sam. If you've never been here before, please subscribe. I go to college in New York City and I make videos about that, or vlogs, mostly vlogs. But today is a different video, as you can see by the title. I haven't filmed in a really long time, so I feel like I'm being weird, but it's fine, whatever. Yeah, today's gonna be a different video. Today is going to be a tattoo tag, or tattoo video. I don't really know like in specific what this is because I'm going to be explaining all my tattoos, pain, price, where I got them, but it's also might be just kind of like chatty, answering questions kind of thing, because like 3 people asked me questions on my Instagram story, 2 of them being my best friends, so like gotta answer those for you guys. Let's get to it. So my first tattoo I got on my 18th birthday last year, and it is this little rose. It's super pretty. It's just a rose in a hand with a little bit of red. This is the only tattoo I have on my body right now that has any color in it. I originally wanted an all red rose, but my artist was like, that might fade, so you might want to do black. And I was like, girl, you're the expert, do whatever you want, like I'll do. And she's like, we could put some red on the petals. I was like, great. Put it on my body. So I got that one at Art with Heart Tattoo in Denver, Colorado. And these birds just flew like right next to my window. Fuck, that was cool. Yeah, I got it at Art with Heart in Denver from Jess, and she's done a few of my tattoos. But yeah, she was awesome, and that was $80 before tip, which is their like shop minimum. So yeah, that was my first one. It didn't really hurt that bad. I would give it like a 6 out of 10 maybe. I have like a high pain tolerance that I can like tolerate pain, but I'm not one of those people who's like tattoos don't hurt, because I don't think that that is the case. I think they hurt. Like, it's just how well you can take the pain. So yeah, that one wasn't bad. It's not like the best spot to get tattooed in because it's kind of like close to your inner arm, so it's a little bit sensitive, but it was fine. It took like maybe 45 minutes. Yeah. That was my first one. Loved her. And then my second tattoo, I got money for Christmas and I said, fuck it, I'm gonna get 4 tattoos. I'm sorry, Mom. Yeah, I really just decided to go bold with it. I got 4 tattoos in total. They're all script. So I have 2 on my hands. That's the best way to probably show you. And then I have 2 lines of script on my like boob rib cage, I don't know what that's called, on my hands. These are just more personal meaning, so I'm not really gonna get into it, but this one is my middle name, which is Rady, which is my name on here and the name I use for music. And then the ones under my boobs are say the right side says A City of a Woman, and that's from a poem by Lucille Clifton, who is one of my favorite poets, and it's like my favorite poem. And then on the other, I'm so sorry if you just heard my throat make that noise. On the other side, on my left side, it says Amy, 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 because Amy Winehouse is my queen forever and ever and ever. My mother, like, inspiration of all time. So I wanted her name on my body. Yeah, so these are my under boob ones. Yeah, this one says A City of a Woman, and this one says Amy, Amy, Amy. And they go up like all the way in there. That shit hurts so bad. So bad. It's cool. Those all together were $200, including tip. I just say that because I literally went in with $200 and I was like, can I get these 4 tattoos done for $200 including the tip? And he was like, yeah. I don't remember his name, but it was at this tattoo shop on Parker Road in Aurora, Colorado. It's next to the Kuhlman and Einstein Bagels, and it's like a sip and paint studio and a tattoo parlor. So pain. Like, I got the stencils put on I did this one first, and as soon as you put the stencils on, like, it really hit me like how much this shit was gonna hurt. Like, you know, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go get a tattoo, whatever, I'm gonna go get a tattoo, and then you get there and then you're like, oh, pain for a while. Oh, so yeah, these under here, I would rate it like an 8.5 out of 10 most of the time, until you got to your sternum, which was like a 9.5. Like, that fucking hurt. It's not, I've never cried during any of my tattoos, it's never been that bad, but like, it's like in your gut kind of pain, just at least in my experience. Worth it though. Every tattoo is worth it. These ones hurt pretty bad too. I would give them an 8.5 out of 10 or a 9, but they were really quick. So, and I got them after I did this, so it was like nothing, it was fine. Yeah, so that was all the details of those. My third tattoo, I got 2 at the same time. So like, I'm not third tattooed. This would be my third time getting tattooed, but my 6th and 7th tattoos. I got them like, like a week and 2 weeks after I got 4 tattoos. I got this on my shoulder. It's an S. If you're behind me, it's an S. It's upside down too right now. But yeah, it's a cursive S. I got it with one of my best friends because we both have the names that start with S. We're Sagittarii. She's my sister. It's really cute. So many cute names. Yeah, but it's just a best friend tattoo, and I love it so much. And it's actually in my handwriting. I wrote that one out. And then I also got, if you can see my Superman boxers, just like don't worry about that right now. I also got this lavender that I also drew out, and that's for my mom, because she really likes lavender, and so I just kind of like associated with her. Those were at Art with Heart as well. Brandon did them. Excuse me. They were $80 total, again the shop minimum before tip, and then I, like, just for reference, I'd tip 20% or like more than 20%. Yeah, usually, depending on how broke I am or how like dope the tattoo is, you know. Yeah, so that was my 6th and 7th tattoo. My 8th tattoo was this little baby. I feel like I have to like get up a little bit to show you that. This little snake with flowers around it. I got this one at Art with Heart as well. I got it in like February, and I went with like this really like big drawing of a snake, just like a general idea of literally like a snake with flowers, and I showed it to Jess and she went back and drew this, and I was like, that is sick. I originally kind of wanted something wrapping around, but I really am glad that this is what I have because I love this tattoo. I don't know what kind of flowers they are, but it's super cute. Yeah, this one was like, oh, I forgot to rate the other ones out of pain. The S and this one were really easy, and so I would give them like a 4 or 5. They weren't like that painful. This was like kind of painful because just up here it's kind of sensitive, but it's not like, since they're so fast, it's like not really painful. So like, yeah, fine, whatever. The snake was like a 5. Nothing like horrible. There were a few parts, like when it gets up closer to your like elbow pit area, like up there, it gets a little bit more sensitive, but it was like a 5 or a 6, maybe a 7 at the worst. Bearable. Yeah, that was $120, and I love it so much. It was like my first pretty like decently big size tattoo. I mean, this is like pretty big for a first tattoo, I guess. Some people get just like really small ones, so. But yeah, okay, I have to look at my list. So then that was my 8th. This is my 9th and 10th tattoos. I got 2 months later in April. I waited a month. Again at Art with Heart. I like get tattooed there more than anywhere else. I highly recommend it. It's my favorite shop. I love going there. And I got Friday the 13th tattoos because I went on April 13th. So the first one, it's an eyebrow. It was from a flash sheet, and I just thought it'd be really cute to have on my shoulder, just kind of like poking out, like, ooh, I see. And I also really like mythology, protection. Always a good thing to have around. Just kind of like a good little symbol. I also got this one. This is a lotus flower on my ankle. It's upside down to you, but it's right side up to me. It's a lotus flower. Yeah, it's from that same flash sheet, and it was done by, his username is like Patches O'Hooligan at Art. So if you look up Art with Heart, you'll find him that way. I just don't remember his name. I'm sorry, bro. But both those tattoos were $13, and which one this one like didn't really hurt that bad. I would give it like a 4 or a 5 out of 10. Like, it was fine. But the one on my ankle kind of did hurt. I would give it like a 7 or an 8. It was just kind of a sensitive spot, but nothing we can't handle. So then I waited for a minute because I knew I was gonna get a really big tattoo. I booked, this is the first tattoo that I like made a consultation for, emailed the person like months in advance, like my first real tattoo. All the rest of my tattoos are walk-ins. This tattoo is my beautiful lotus lady. Please ignore my Superman boxers and just pay attention to her. I'll insert some pictures because it's kind of like a weird angle to show you at, but I'll show you her upside down. She is stunning. This is the biggest tattoo I have, clearly because it covers my whole forearm. I got her at Tribal Rights Tattoo in Fort Collins, Colorado, and she was done by Crystal Perkins. Crystal does her work inspired, or not her work in general, but like does portraits inspired by Audrey Kawasaki, who's an artist. If you look her up, she has all of her work. Audrey's work looks like this, like these. It's a very distinct portrait. I told her I wanted a woman with some lotuses around her. As you can see, there's a big lotus on the bottom with some lily pads, and some lotuses with lily pads in her hair. I love it so much. The lotuses are like one of my favorite flowers. Probably, like, as you can tell, I already have a lotus on me. Oh, I also have 3 stick and poke tattoos. I have an Om right here. I have a lotus on my hip, and I have like some little dots in there that you might be able to see that I gave all to myself when I was like 15 years old because I really wanted tattoos, but my parents would not let me get them. So yeah, those are my stick and pokes, but I really love lotuses, and I wanted to incorporate that into what this will eventually be a whole sleeve, and my sleeve's gonna be like very flower based. So yes, yeah, she was so painful. I almost passed out about, like, while we were doing the line work down here, just literally starting the tattoo, which, like, ow, this spot fucking hurts. Everybody tells you it does, and then you're getting it tattooed and you're like, oh, I'm gonna pass out. Yeah, I almost passed out. It was like really hot. The shop didn't have air conditioning. My hair was down. Like, it's just not a good combination. So I ate some applesauce, picked myself back up. Yeah, and it all worked out. I got through the rest of the tattoo fine, but it hurt so bad. Like, this tattoo took 4 hours, which was like a fair amount. The most I'd ever sat for was all of the script, which took about 2 hours. Yeah, but 4 hours straight was something I had not done before. The worst, most painful parts were here and then like up here, which is kind of expected, but the shading was a bitch. Like, people tell you that shading hurts. And like, she's not that dark. She's really not like as deeply shaded as she could be. Like, this is gonna fade pretty quick, you know? Not pretty quick, but like, it's not gonna be there for 60 years. And I think I would have died if we had done the shading any darker. I probably would have had to stop. Like, it was pretty rough. For pricing for her, before tax, she was, or not before tax. There's no tax on tattoos. Before tip, she was around $650. And then after tip, significantly more. Yeah, so that was my 1, 2, 3, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11th tattoo. In June, I got that one. Then I waited a month until July 13th, and I got another Friday the 13th tattoo, which is this one. I think you'll be able to see it. Come a little closer. It is a Oni. I think that's how you pronounce it, or Ani, I don't know. It's like a Japanese troll. I didn't know that's what it was when I got it. I just thought it was cool and I had to pick something off of a flash sheet, and I really, really, really liked it. But like, I recognized it because I have a lot of family members who have lived in Japan or still live in Japan, and so they have like a lot of things in their homes that or a lot of Onis in their homes that I recognized. My mom has one in her office from her brother who lived in Japan, so I kind of like picked it because I recognized it, but then figured out later exactly what it was. Yeah, that one fucking hurt so bad. It was only around, I think it was around $30 instead of, it wasn't $13, like these were each individually $13 before tip, but this one was, I think, $30 before tip, but my lovely boyfriend paid for it for me because he's the best. Yeah, but that one hurt really bad. The tattoo artist was pissed at his girlfriend while he was tattooing me, and I think he like was like taking it out on my arm a little bit. It hurt, but I would give it like an 8 out of 10. It was pretty bad, but it was pretty quick too. And I got that one done in Boulder, Colorado, but I don't remember the tattoo shop. It was super cool. Yeah. Thanks, Reed, for my lovely tattoo. I love you. And then my 13th and 14th tattoos. One of them is this Z that is on my wrist. It's a personal meaning, so I'm not really going to go into it. But I had like a funny meaning for it because at the same time that I got that tattoo, okay, now I'm not flashing you, okay, so we're just gonna have to, then I also got this, which is Control, CTRL, the analog version. And I got that because SZA is my queen. She has been my music inspiration since I was like 11 years old. And Control was like, I waited so long for that album. I wanted that album so bad in my life. So like, and it affected me so much, and I just had to get it tattooed on my body. But conveniently, I got this Z for a different reason. But I realized after the fact that Z is a name of another one of her albums, and this is the album that I listened to for like years until and all of her other music, but like a lot of Z until she released Control. And so like afterwards, realizing that I got 2 of her albums tattooed on me, I was like, that's such a freaking cute coinky dink. Yeah. I love SZA. If you're watching this, you're my queen. She's not watching this. Imagine. Yeah, They were $80, and you guessed it, art with heart. Also, Brandon did these tattoos as well, the guy who did this one and the lavender. I just realized I forgot to say the pain for this one and the control one on my hip. So real quick, it's just a little insert. I would give it like a 6 to 7 out of 10 on my wrist, but again, like that's just a really sensitive area. My hip fucking hurt. Like I was not expecting that. I would give it like an 8.5 out of 10. It was really fast, but like it hurt really bad. But yeah, they were really quick. I also did not mention, but I got both of those tattoos the night before I moved to New York City. So cute. Okay, now for the final tattoo, my most recent tattoo. When I first filmed this video, I had gotten the tattoo like a week before, or no, a couple days before maybe, but then I didn't like that video, so I wanted to refilm it. So, and I'm referring to this little dragon baby. Oh, let me get her in there. So this is my most recent tattoo. She's my second biggest tattoo now, next to her. This little baby dragon I got at Black Iris Tattoo in Brooklyn from Anka. She is like a pretty well-known artist here in New York, and I started following her when I moved here, and I really wanted to get tattooed by her because I'm absolutely in love with her style. And this was actually from a flash sheet for a fundraiser she did for a cat rescue called Little Wanderers, I'm pretty sure. And so yeah, she like put the post up on her Instagram with the flash sheet, and I had to like email at 9 a.m. and try and get this design, and I did. And so I went and like just look at it. I got it like a month ago now, so it's fully healed. It healed so beautifully. I love it so much. This tattoo was by far the easiest tattoo experience I've ever had, even though it was like my second biggest tattoo. I would give it, for a majority of the tattoo, like a 2 to 3 out of 10 for pain. Like it was nothing. It was the easiest tattoo I've ever had. It took only like 45 minutes to an hour, like maybe, for the whole thing. Like, how do you do that? She killed that shit. She was so sweet. We talked about The Office the whole time, and now I'm just like, I want you to tattoo my whole entire body, please. So I definitely plan to get more tattoos from her in the future. But yeah, she was $300 before tip, and I love her so much. I think it looks so cute. I realized after getting this tattoo, that when my arms are like this, the little heads like line up with each other. Like, what? That's actually like the cutest thing. Like, if you drew a line, it's like, how did that happen? I literally just like randomly picked this placement because this is like my fuck around arm. This is like my planned sleeve arm. So like I'm just gonna kind of do whatever I want on this arm, like hence me putting these random tattoos on it. But this is much more planned. Someone asked me what my favorite tattoo was. That's so hard. I probably would say this one or that one. Or also, like, I really love my Z. I also really love my hand tattoos. It's so hard to pick a favorite. I think my favorite is whatever the one that I most recently have got. Like, this one might be my favorite right now, but it's, you know, they're all my favorite. Someone asked me if I would ever get a full sleeve. Yeah, I do plan to get a full sleeve on this arm. This is gonna eventually turn into a full sleeve. It's just gonna kind of be like a patchwork sleeve, and then I'll fill things in as need be, but this is much more planned. I don't remember what the last question was. but it's okay because Bridget asked it, so it's cool. Yeah, I hope you guys really liked this video. I am going back to Colorado in a couple of weeks, so I am planning to get some more tattoos for sure. So I will probably be doing like a big vlog video of a couple of tattoos I'm getting. I know one that I'm definitely gonna get, and then like I might get one after Christmas just for fun. So my mom will kill me. Yeah, so I might be doing that, so I'll probably do a little vlog video on that. But if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more tattoo videos, give it a thumbs up, or leave me a comment of what you want to see. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. Yeah, I also just announced a all-girls show in Denver, Colorado. If you live in Denver, please come watch me sing and perform with some other females. The tickets will be linked down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Who let me be on YouTube? I don't even know how to do this shit. My makeup is bombing today. Okay, queen. Okay. Bye.